The number one thing sellers need to know about their listing price. When you put your house on the market, you want it to sell quickly and for the best price possible. That's generally the goal. But too many sellers are shooting too high right now. They don't realize the market has shifted as inventory has grown. The side effect? Price cuts are on the rise, but they really don't have to be. And here's why. According to data from Realtor.com, in February, price cuts were the highest they've been in any other February since 2019. If you consider that 2019 was the last true normal year for the housing market, that is a big deal. We're getting back to what's typical for the market. This isn't the same frenzied seller's market we saw a few years ago. You may not get the same price your neighbor did at the height of the pandemic, and that means you may need to reset your expectations. Because here's the reality. If you shoot too high and have to lower your price after the fact, you could actually end up walking away with lower offers than if you'd priced it right from the start. So how do you avoid that? Well, you lean on your agent. So how exactly does an agent help you nail the right price? A great agent doesn't just pull a number out of thin air. We use real data and market trends to make sure your house is priced based on what your specific home is valued at today, so that you are setting a realistic price and one that'll draw in serious buyers. And based on your agent's analysis of your local market, we even recommend strategically pricing slightly below market value to help your house attract more eyes and more competitive offers. Here's how your agent will determine the right number for your house. We look at recent sales. What did similar homes in your area actually sell for? Not list for, sell for. We analyze local market trends. Your home's value isn't just about what you want for it, it's about what buyers in your area are willing to pay for it. We will craft the right strategy. We'll make sure your home is priced to attract attention and create a sense of urgency among buyers. And here's why overpricing backfires. Fortunately, some sellers ignore their agent's advice and prefer to start high just to see what happens. The hope being maybe they get their full asking price, or they at least have more wiggle room for negotiations later. But pricing high usually ends up costing you, and here's why. The biggest reason is buyers may not even look at your home. Today's buyers have to be more budget conscious than ever before. If they see a home that seems overpriced, or their agent tells them that it's overpriced, they are likely to skip it completely rather than try to negotiate with you. It could sit on the market for too long as well. The longer your home sits unsold, the more buyers will assume there's got to be something wrong with it. That can make it even harder to sell your home down the line. Another reason is you might end up getting less. Homes that require a price cut often sell for less than they would have if they had just been priced right from the start. Data from the National Association of Realtors shows that if a house sells within the first 4 weeks it is listed, it usually sells for full price. Based on experience, that's what usually happens to homes that are priced at or just below current market value. If it's priced right, buyers will be interested and ultimately willing to pay the asking price or compete with other buyers and even go over asking. But if a house isn't priced right, it doesn't sell as quickly. The data shows that after the first 4 weeks on the market, the price starts to drop from there. That's because buyer interest falls off the longer it sits. So it becomes more likely a seller will accept a lower offer because that's all they have, or opt to do a price drop to try to draw people back in. The bottom line here is the last thing you want is to list too high, watch your house sit, and then have to drop the price just to get attention. Let's connect so that doesn't happen to you. Want to make sure your house sells quickly and for the right price? Let's go over the right pricing strategy for your house. I am David Hittle, doing business as Shop Kentucky Homes LLC, and I can be your real estate specialist. All you have to do is give me a call so we can meet and discuss your needs. My number, 502-489-1135.